I'm a little tired on this one, so bear with me. Uh, you, when is it time to take a stand? Um, we all have lives. Not everyone is as crazy as me, or out there as me. Everyone does things differently. But when you say you stand for a certain set of values, principles, and that sort of thing, again, all of us doing it imperfectly. Because no one is perfect in everything they do. We all have human tendencies, but when you stand for certain values, uh, the passive method of dealing with things is not always the right thing to do. Right now, going through my head is this particular politician that I've known for a number of years. I don't know him well, but I admire him, and I appreciate him because he's always out in the community doing the work. I do not know how his wife takes it. But he has a beautiful wife, beautiful kid. Um, he has a beautiful life. He's a beautiful man. I've had the opportunity to stand in church with him and just see how he interacts with the people. Whether you like his policies or not, whether he's a Democrat or a Republican or not, is immaterial. But I know his values, and they line up with what I see him doing, at least on social media. And he is friends with a lot of people that I'm around. Um, I think he's doing a great job. And the only reason why I don't want to mention his name is because I don't know whether me mentioning his name is a good or a bad thing. But he's a good dude. He stands for something. Right, wrong, indifferent doesn't make a difference, but based upon the values that he believes he stands for, he stands for them. And not just preaching. Again, he's out in the community. He's writing the bills. He's going to the place to support the people that he stands with. He's advocating for what he believes is right and speaking and doing against those things he understands based upon his values are wrong. He's not quiet about it. We have a lot of quiet people who are just waiting for things to work out. Socially, business, politically, ministry. They're in the Christian culture. The popular response is we're praying about it, and I got to tell you, my 35-year-old daughter, that gets on her nerves. She's all about just taking the action, and I think that generation is all about just taking the action. And they don't make noise about it. They just go out and take the action, whether it's starting a business, getting together with the people that they believe in, the people that they love and respect and admire. I have found them to be very respectful to me when I'm out and about doing my own thing. I'm treated with respect from that generation. I think it's kind of cool. I'm treated with more respect from that generation than I am from the generation I'm from. I think you need to make a decision on when it's time to stand and actually do something. Everyone can't be scared to lose. That's not how the game is won. If I lose, I lose. I'll figure out a way to come back, but what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sit back and listen. I don't have to target any person because we're targeting our values. Our values. You can question my character, you can question my integrity, but you cannot question what I stand for. There are people in my life that have made promises to me and they break the promises. And I'm not talking about big promises. I'm just talking about something like they'll look at my whatever. Or they'll do whatever. And I don't say anything to them. I just allow them to be themselves. But what I quickly realize is that most people don't want to pay the price or the cost of standing for something and then following through. A lot of people are scared of the cost. Whether it's their popularity, financially, maybe the fear that they may be wrong in what they stand for. As an ambassador for whatever your belief system is. Right now I'm in the book of Genesis, studying that. I'm towards the end of Genesis now. And I'm looking at it from a different point of view. I'm looking at the family dynamics of all the different families coming after Noah. I'm studying the family of Ham and Shem. Not a lot about Japheth right now. Maybe I'm not there yet. I don't remember as many times I've read through the book. I'm sure there's something there. And what I'm learning by looking at these families, we focus a lot on the lineage of Abraham. So Noah, we look at Abraham, and then we look at Isaac, and then we look at Jacob. But there were so many other families. We focus in on the bloodline of the Savior, not understanding that he's the God of all. And Abraham is the father of many nations and was given that. Ishmael is not cursed. Esau is not cursed. But we focus a lot of our attention on Jacob and Isaac and that sort of thing, and I appreciate that. Esau was blessed. Ishmael was blessed. With a certain number of sons and territory, and they fought battles and all this other stuff. They were willing to stand for something. Just because you're not of the line of Jesus doesn't mean you haven't been adopted into the line of Jesus. That was all set up with Abram. Don't be scared to lose. Be scared not to please God. All your heroes took stands. Joseph took a stand, was thrown into a pit, was sold by his brothers to the Ishmaelites. Um, how embarrassing is that? Went to jail, went in and to Potiphar's house. I believe it was Potiphar's house. Got kicked out. Came. I mean, all kinds of things happen in your life when you stand for something. So don't be scared to stand for something. I think you'll be shocked at how God will bless you. Short story, only 11 minutes.